Yeah.
going online. Hope it's gonna work. Is it working? It seems like it is. Hey everyone,
Yeah.
welcome to our fifth, fourth, like
It's
our next weekly news digest news live stream. Yeah,
yeah.
here we are. Today we have a number of news for you, and most of them are about design or related to design, meaning the user interface design and UI UX design and that kind of thing. But recently, not a lot has been happening in the design world specifically, but a lot has been happening in the gaming world, and sometimes these two kind of intersect, and sometimes
Mhm.
we get a piece of news from the gaming world as well. For example, this article, the number of articles we'll be talking about today about the updates regarding the new user interface for Sony PlayStation 5, the next generation of consoles, and a number of other news. But this is the one we're going to start with. And Irene, I think you should say a couple of words too, because I talk way too much all the time. So
Um, hey guys, welcome to our fifth live stream. Yeah, it's almost like an anniversary for us. We've been doing
sorta,
this for,
yeah.
yeah, for almost a month, like over a month. And so today we're gonna start with a Sony PlayStation. Probably you've seen lots of different news circulating over the web for the past week, and also a lot of memes mocking the new interface because, yeah, people have compared it to the duck snout to whatever it is. Lots of fun stuff, but actually what the creators of PlayStation 5 console design are saying is that its UI is very practical, and they call it a whole new visual language. And what they did is they completely re-architected the user interface. So if you can see it on the screen, they also have this teaser for this new PlayStation, and actually what it's all about. It stands vertically, and it sort of reminds like the Xbox Series X, and it was primarily designed to be placed, and it will be issued in two versions. Like the first version is gonna be a 4K Blu-ray drive, and the second one is gonna be a pure digital edition. So obviously, the first one is gonna have a drive, and it's gonna be like a little bit thicker, but the second one will be thinner and have this very sleek UI to make it look like very high tech, and thanks to the removal of the drive. So we're not really like covering the gaming world, but I guess that this is a huge news for everyone who's really involved and invested in gaming, and so I believe this is something to talk about, at least to mention on our live stream. What do you think about it, Alexandra?
I think that's great news, definitely, and for all the people who are at least slightly interested in that kind of thing, it's definitely huge news, and it's gonna change the way the games look drastically. I mean, on PS4 they already looked amazing, like
Yeah.
a number of titles that had exceptionally great graphics even on the PS4. So we've already had the presentation of the titles that's gonna be released, along with the launch of PlayStation 5, or at least they were announced that the teams, the game developers are working on these titles, and they will be using the new generation of consoles to produce these games, and those look like multiple steps above above the look that the graphics for PS4 had. And this is insane. It already looks insane, and I cannot even imagine what what the developers could achieve using this platform, the PS5 platform, in like 5 years, when they get used to how the system operates, when they get used to working with it, when they get comfortable with it. And it's really, it looks insane. And for the people who are interested in UI specifically, we don't have any prototypes or concepts, anything is
Mhm.
nothing has been released, so they're just they're just saying that they will be reworking it completely, and we're gonna see something completely different from what there is now on PS4. All right.
Yeah,
Next.
they also,
Sorry.
just a quick remark. Yeah,
Yeah.
they said like the creators of this new PS5 are saying that they are going to overhaul its operating system, and so that there's gonna be like 100% overhaul of the PS4 UI and some very different new concepts. So we'll see. And yeah, coming to the next one, we've teased the newest design trends for those who are watching us, and for those who are waiting for this live stream. And so today we're going to cover a little bit of that also. And there's this article dedicated to 10 newest design trends. But actually, as we all know, everything new is pretty much appreciated old stuff, but with a fresh vibe to it, like fresher vibe. And why I was particularly interested in this article is because it announces the rise of the new Neumorphism. And once I shared this with Alexandra, she was very stunned, I believe, and she was like, "What the hell is this? Like Neumorphism? Isn't it new enough?"
Yeah. Sorry.
Or, yeah. So I believe that this is a very interesting trend, but it rather shows you the evolution of the neumorphism that we all got used to, and that you've probably seen in one of our videos and in one of our tutorials on neumorphism and Elementor. We have that on our channel. And what the article says about this new neumorphism is that it actually changes towards a more sophisticated and accessible direction, and it has some more color to it and more colorful vibe to it. And like, do you think this makes it more practical and more useful for design and for interfaces? Like, what's your take on it?
Well, definitely a lot, and I mean a lot, if not the majority of practicing UX and UI designers have been like very extremely mad at how this trend has become quite popular, and how other designers were making like tons and tons of concept designs using this aesthetic. The problem is that like everyone argues that, well, actually it looks cool, kind of cool, but you cannot use it for a real project because it's not usable. It doesn't meet a lot of accessibility guidelines, and means like a lot. The contrast is like quite off with this one. And for if we start talking like people with visual impairments, or people having not that high quality screens, or people having maybe wrong brightness settings or something, then this completely screws up the entire user experience that the user is having with the app or with the website. Mm-hmm. So this is a huge problem, and I still, okay, we're referencing this great article by Diana here, and the link will be in the description, maybe in the live chat. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm throwing links into the live chat right now. Yeah.
So you guys can see this article for yourself. It's pretty. It has a lot of pictures, not a lot of text, so it's a pleasure to read, and it's very quick to read. And while looking at these pictures here, this gallery that was provided by the author, which means that, well, this is kind of the demonstration, the example for the for the title here. And as far as I can tell, the problem with the contrast is still not resolved, not completely. Yes, this everything. Okay, the appearance of gradients doesn't change much, right? It changes, like maybe the overall feel, but it doesn't resolve the issues. The issues are still there, and it definitely does look fresh and interesting, and it has, like, yeah, it just fits a certain aesthetic. But the problem, the accessibility is still a problem. And I think, well, if, okay, here Diana is saying that, well, neumorphism is evolving, which sounds interesting, but it's actually true because, well, you can take pretty much anything, add something new to it, and it still can keep its name because it's still essentially the same thing. But if you adjust it or added something to it, then you can make it better, or you can make it worse as well. So
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
we take this aesthetic, if we take this look, we could try and make it better, we could try and make it work, but the problem with neumorphism is that what makes it look great at the same time, that exact same thing at the same time makes it very inaccessible, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, absolutely.
This is why this is an issue, and I don't know if there's much to talk about because, well, if we take if we get rid of this problem with the contrast, then neumorphism will start to look like skeuomorphism pretty much.
Yeah.
Even though it is derived from skeuomorphism originally, if we remove this component of overlaying the like elements of pretty much the same color but a little bit different shades and different darkness, if we take out this component, it will get back to where it came from, essentially. At least this is my take on it. It looks great, it looks cool, and if you guys can figure out a way to actually make it work, just so it meets all the accessibility requirements, that it passes all the user testing, everything done, that's just super great. That you will need a superpower to make this work, really. But as a shot for Dribble or Behance, it just looks awesome. There's a lot to play with, there's a lot to experiment with. So if you just want to have some fun, definitely. But I would say the majority of designers, the majority of people who have a voice in the community, do not recommend using it for a real project. That's just how it is. Are we going to go through the rest of the article, or are we just going to tease a little bit of what is in there?
We can actually tease because there's not much to read, but it's surely interesting to look at.
Definitely
And
is.
so, yeah, there are several trends that are here to stay. Like these have been huge since the beginning of 2020. These are soft gradients. These are pastel backgrounds. So we've seen lots of pastel colors recently on Dribble, on Behance, especially on Dribble and on UIX prototypes. Also, there's lots of illustrations and three-dimensional stuff. And what else? Dark mode, of course, our favorite dark mode trend,
Yep.
which is definitely booming right now. And also, there's one particular trend which exactly relates to Dribble, and it's called elements at an angle. Most likely, you've seen how these UI prototypes are presented. Like these days, it's like a very trendy thing to put them at an angle of 30 or 50 degrees, and this is absolutely cool because it sort of catches your eye instantly and it changes the perception a bit, like how you see this prototype. So I suggest that you should take a look at this article and look into it, and just have a quick overlook of what's in, what's new, what's trendy. Okay,
By the way,
so yeah.
That's surprising, but we have a question about a gaming template on our live chat. Can you address that one? Because the person is waiting. Hey there, thank you for the question.
Okay.
We have a bunch depending on what you need, like if it's a blog or if it's a personal page for a streamer, or if it's what else could it be, or it's like a retailer store or something. It just depends. It depends on what you need. But we have a category. We have a category on the marketplace which is specifically for templates related to gaming websites. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Hold on.
Blog, is it? It is a blog. It is a blog, Irene. Do you have something?
Yeah,
sure. For a gaming blog.
Okay.
Like gaming
for a gaming blog. Hold on. I'm sending the links. You can check it here. And also we have Best Gaming HTML templates, which is a very, very new listicle. Like,
yeah, it seems like if it's a listicle, then it will fit perfectly for a blog. So you could directly link. Could you directly link to
Yeah, I've
this
sent.
particular website template?
No, I've sent 2 links for the category and for the blog, where we have all of these templates that will fit your gaming blog. So I believe you should look
I
closer
think
at what's
what is the
there.
platform? Like it would be
Yeah.
easier if it would be easier if you um, specified what platform you're looking the website template for, because it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
crucial. I think. Well, we have quite a bunch of website templates for. Hold on, let me switch screens here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go on. We are not gonna take too much time from the stream. I wouldn't want to do that, honestly.
Okay.
But just to have a quick look. Alright, there we are. So if we go to website templates, we go to WordPress, and can I use the search? Will I find something?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, if you go to WordPress themes, then you can try and use filters like, okay, let's ditch the search. It will be easier if we go to topics, and there in the topics you will pretty much find everything you need. That, like, there is education, there is business, computers and internet, entertainment, games. If we go to this category, then we will see like theater here, like gaming team, website. Okay, then from here we can narrow this down to games, like game portal, game WordPress theme. Here they are. You can use the tags to navigate across everything that's presented over there.
Guys are using WordPress.
The WordPress.
They're writing. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is what it is. I've seen quite a number of pretty cool looking templates. Okay. Maybe it will take some time for you to find what you need here, but the choice is definitely, the selection is quite big. Okay, let me.
Okay, I sent the links to game portal WordPress themes.
I think I opened the same template. I accidentally clicked on it. It's something old. Hold on. Okay, I'll be taking too much time from the stream because I'm trying to do everything quickly, but I kind of mess things up. Okay, whatever. I really hope you find your way across to some template of your choice. But hold on. Which one? I think this one was pretty cool. Yeah, I remember that one. Here, take a look, you guys. There. No. Okay, this one. They changed the thumbnail. This is why I couldn't find it. But this is one of the pretty recent ones, and it looks pretty interesting. So if you guys would like to check this out, I will send the links to it in a second. And I'm pretty sure this is a blog. It has a blog. It has blog functionality. It has a number of pages. It's like very, well, a ton of customization options, headers for you know, a ton of headers for you to choose from, a ton of footers. It also built with Elementor. It comes with Jet Elements, and you can read more about it, which means it's going to be super easy to customize. And Elementor tutorials, you can find a bunch in our YouTube channel if you have some questions, if you run into an issue. I really like this one. I did like the design. It's quite minimalistic. As for a gaming website, you know, gaming websites that are kind of, they always look special. But this one is pretty, I would say, it looks quite modern, and it looks quite, I would say like universal. You could then repurpose it for something else, because all of these sections, they are quite minimalistic and looking quite modern, so we could repurpose it for some other purpose. Tournament platform. Dude, that's some great goal, but come on, use the search. No, just kidding. I will send one more link very quickly to the chat.
Okay.
Like very, very quickly, because I don't want to be hanging here the entire evening. We're happy to be here with you guys, but You remember we wanted to stick to like 20 minutes, right? 20 minutes per stream. Okay, here. This one. The design is super cool. Like the colors. And to me, it seems like this is something that you would like. So, now I'm going to send the link to these two templates to the live chat. And we're going to go on with what? With the live stream. Okay, there. Are we moving on to the artist of the week section, right? Are we?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Awesome. Okay, what is it? Who is it? Why do you pick it?
I picked this one because it well, it has some practical aspect to it, and we often mix these two ideas of a website and a web app, because we often see web apps and they're getting confused. Well, we're getting confused in terms of what's the difference. Now the boundary is kind of very off, and you can't really know for sure which is which. And so this article actually explains that a website is more of an information-based entity, and a web app is sort of a task-based entity that provides you with functionality like data analysis, like payment, file manipulation, and stuff like that. And so this is sort of an in-depth research on the differences, and what difference it particularly makes for a designer, and which technology choices are proper for making like creating a web app and making it very accessible, and letting it be like very cool in terms of usability and UX. And so I suggest that if you're interested in web app design and website design, you should take a look at it, because it really gives some insights on how it's done these days. This article is super fresh. It dates like 8th of June. And so I believe there's lots of good stuff in there. And I found it featured on one of the design resources that I personally follow, and I sometimes pick the news from there. And so I recommend that you should check this one out.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And the articles that we're sharing here in the live stream are meant to, they're not strictly tutorials, they're meant to help you widen your outlook, help you learn about new terms, help you learn about new, maybe
trends and technology.
Yeah, and learn about new areas of of design maybe you've been interested in, but I don't know, never find the time to learn more about it. I mean, there's so much stuff that you could like read, watch, experience, all that kind of thing, and very often we don't have enough time. So we here are trying to pick something that would be definitely beneficial for you to learn about. And let's move on to the next thing. What is it?
Yeah. I guess it's apps of the week.
Apps of the week.
Yeah.
Help me navigate across this entire thing.
Like it's a tool of the week. So this is actually a service. It's called Attention Insight.
Ooh.
And so what it does is actually also cool. Even though it's not free, it offers only five free tests, and you can start a free trial or book a demo. So what this tool actually does,
pre-launch analysis. Wow.
Yeah, so it makes a pre-launch analysis of your website, and it tells you everything about its accessibility, its its potential, marketing potential. It gives you the heat maps and everything that you need to assess whether this website or web app is going to be accessible for users, and whether it's gonna perform the needed action. So whether it's sales or something else that you're planning to do, you're going to do with this app or website, this tool is actually very helpful in terms of development and sort of having this picture on how the end users will perceive this app. So I suggest all of the designers who are involved in UI UX design and who um, have to deal with things like marketing and maybe user journey research and stuff like that, take a look at Attention Insight, because this is really something cool, and I believe it's like the next level of tool for your work.
Yeah, I'm trying to very quickly reply in the chat, like just not to just to leave the guys hanging in there without any answer. We had a lot of questions about WordPress themes, about templates. So I made sure that we sent a couple of links in here, so the guys can navigate their way around our website. And if you have any more questions, feel free. Okay, here. They're all responsive.
Yeah,
all
sure.
Definitely. I mean, this is a must. This is like on our marketplace, every single template is responsive. All of the vendors that submit the templates to the marketplace make sure that they are that not the vendors are responsive, but the templates are responsive. And we have the quality assurance team that thoroughly checks every single template, and definitely the responsivity and I lost my thought. All of this is like almost like one of the first things on their checklist. So
yeah, and also I suggest that you should join the live chat. We've sent you the link into the live chat. We have assistant specialists who you can address. There's the link, so you should just click on it, and you will be forwarded to a chat with our assistant specialists, and so they will help you pick the template that you want, and that is exactly suitable for your project.
So we might be not the best fit to answer the questions right now, because we're trying to carry on with the stream and answer your questions in the live chat. But those guys in the chat on the website that Irene has sent the link to, they like answer the questions as fast as you ask them. Like seriously, they're super fast at answering questions. This is what they do for a living, answering questions, answering your questions. So this is kind of a neat thing to have. People who are there to answer any kind of your question.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Are we moving on? I mean,
yeah, we're moving on to our inspiration of the week and the designer of the week. And actually, in terms of PS5 design reveal, what we've been talking about at the beginning of the stream, you can see this very beautiful prototype.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we even picked it for the thumbnail. The author is also credited in the description. Alex did a great job. I really do love this one. The colors, and it kind of, you notice it, it's Neumorphism as well. Look at the buttons. Look at those buttons.
Absolutely.
I can't. I just cannot. It looks great. I mean, it looks great, but you will never see it on any real app. That's too bad.
Yeah, that's too bad. This is only a prototype. But on the other hand, if you take a look at Alex's Dribbble profile, you can see lots of futuristic prototypes, futuristic design, and that's what we've been on for these past weeks, because we're getting ready with the cyberpunk trend, cyberpunk theme, and getting ready the script ready for the new video. And this is sort of an announcement or a teaser.
We'll be having a series of videos on the cyberpunk aesthetic, and maybe something related to how to make something looking like cyberpunk thing with Elementor. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, shout out in the comments or in the live chat if you're watching it live. So just so we can have the idea of what you guys want to see. So do we have anything else to kind of wrap this up? Are we?
Well, I believe we should, as usual, encourage our viewers to take a look at our TemplateMonster marketplace, because
we had a chance. We actually
but
had a chance.
We're coming up with something really new and really different. And as we told you in our previous live stream,
you mean the
we're
update?
going. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly,
There's going to be a huge update, and we're going to make like a wider product range. And if you are a vendor who wants to submit your products, you should take a look at TemplateMonster Marketplace and the conditions.
TemplateMonster Marketplace.
Sure, absolutely.
Give me a second. Hold on. Oh.
From June, we're going to submit audio and video templates and lots of other products. And we have already broadened the scope of products that we have on the marketplace. And I suggest that you take a look at it. And if you're a vendor, or if you're looking for a design, a ready-made template, or graphics resources for your projects, then you should probably and definitely go and check. Probably and definitely. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Go there and take a closer look at what's there.
Yeah, we now not pretty recently, but for quite a while ago, we had these sections like illustrations, graphics, all sorts of things, PowerPoint presentations, like social media templates, and the marketplace will only be growing. So if you want to be a part of this huge team of people, of vendors who are joining in to start selling products on the marketplace, you have a chance. You will have a chance, but there will be additional bonuses for the people who are joining in early, and this is your chance. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, you're right. Yeah.
Also, you're always welcome if you're a vendor or a customer. And if you have any questions, feel free to directly contact our team of representatives anywhere, like pretty much any email address you can find. Or the best thing to do is to go right here and ask the people here in the live chat. There it is. And you can ask any questions you want. But do we have an address which people can write to you if they're interested particularly in the vendor related stuff? We do, right?
Yeah, we do, but I can't give it right now, so I'll probably add it to the description to the live stream, and so you can check it in the description.
Yeah, but guys, probably just so you don't bombard our email addresses too early, stay on the lookout, because we'll be having announcements about the official expansion of the marketplace, which means that we're going to have an announcement here on the YouTube channel, we're going to have an announcement here on our blog, and we're also going to have a live stream answering all of your questions, talking about what is new, how we can benefit for all of these updates that are coming to the platform, and all that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, just check in for the updates here in the community tab. Yeah, we regularly update our community tab, and if you're interested in that kind of thing, if you want to learn more about the marketplace and the expansion marketplace, addition of new categories, feel free to drop us a line, and also regularly check the community tab until we post the update, when the live stream is happening and when the new update marketplace is open. Are we?
Yeah, absolutely. And we also have updates. Yeah, updates on social media, Facebook and Instagram, 100%. So you can check any channel, any social media platform that we're on, and we have the links in the description to this video. So feel free anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, you guys, for joining in. Thank you for asking questions. Hey, what's up? And if you have any more questions, feel free to add them in the comments. If you have anything you would like us to talk about on the next live stream for next week, also feel free to drop us a line in the comments. We'll read and respond to all the comments, so your opinion will be heard, definitely. And thank you so much for watching. I think we'll be wrapping this up, and we guys are seeing you next week at the same time, around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time.
On the same day, at least. Just be sure on the same day it is happening, definitely. Yep.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today, and see you next week.
See ya. Thanks, guys. Bye.